So with that, we are on to our member spotlight. And this time, and she's here, is Andrea Parness. So Martin, tell us the success story that you know of one of our star members.
Yeah, I'm gonna interview Andrea, I think.
Okay.
Oh, she's there. How are you? How you doing?
Hi, good. What success story would you like me to talk about?
Well, all of them would be great, but we were going back some time to look at the power of stories, and we featured Kylie and the stories she put on the website, and how they had generated new inquiries for her in pretty short order. But you made a video, and you made several. In fact, you made 2 or 3 videos, did you not, about a number of different things? And I was hoping you could tell us about the videos that you've made.
Yeah, so we used a software which I did share with you guys in one of the prior meetings, and we just basically set up a storyline and animated that to just tell about a couple of the clients, and one story per client about their pain points, and then how we solved it and what the result was and how they felt about that.
And as I recall, one of them was about spending time with grandchildren, if I remember correctly. Is that right?
Right. So we set somebody up. He owns a lot of real estate, and he manages it himself. He runs around all day long at different properties, and so we set him up. We use QuickBooks Online for our cloud-based software, and we set him up on QuickBooks, and then we showed him how to use the app on his phone so that he can put the deposits in right at the bank and whatever he's writing out, and he can see everything and pull up every financial and see what's going on. So that worked out really well for him, and he was spending less time doing his accounting, and what we do is we just manage his data.
And how did the client feel about being featured in this way?
I think he thought it was good. His wife loved it because we also wrote a newsletter article for my professional group, and that talked about how he's very computer savvy but stubborn. And so I shared the article with his wife before I posted it, and she loved it. She said, "Oh my God, that's so him." Right. So people actually like that, and we actually another one of our stories just actually came out, was posted this morning, I think, or yesterday morning on ProConnect, and I told the client that I had to write this article for them for Intuit ProConnect, and I said I'd like to use your case study, and they were really flattered. So it was. Yeah, so that was a recent story. I can put the link in the box if you want.
That would be great. So that pushback that we sometimes get from saying, "Oh, clients wouldn't want to know it was us," that's not something you experience.
People are flattered that you thought what you did for them was that important, and they're flattered when you ask them questions about themselves and that you're concerned about them. So
absolutely right. Absolutely.
I don't see that that's a problem, and we don't use names.
Okay, and then another piece of pushback that sometimes we get, Andy, is they say, "Oh, these videos look awesome and incredible and fantastic, and I'd love to have them for my practice, but I just don't have the time and I just don't have the money." So focusing on time, first of all, how long did it take for these videos to be produced in elapsed time, in true elapsed time?
They actually are time-consuming to get them so that they're good and they're professional-looking, and we no longer have our person that was doing them, but I believe they take, 10 hours to create. But if you think about that, I would create the story, and then I would have my employee pull up the images and kind of write it up. So I would do kind of like a Word document with maybe some of the verbiage and the idea. So I would come up with the concept. And so I wasn't spending a lot of time, and we do this in downtime. But we hired that replacement person too, so now we have no one. So and that's my next thing is, how do we find a person to do this? So I've been searching for that. And so far, I've interviewed a bunch of people, but we haven't hired someone yet. And that would be a part-time person that can do this. Somebody who's probably young. I feel like a remote person can do it well, a young person, somebody in their spare time.
I've seen a lot of that in the gig economy, whether it's a graduate looking to get portfolio work or whether it's somebody who's a professional but is a freelancer on per hour and Fiverr. I'm actually surprised at the standard and quality that is now available for fairly low prices. Given that you did this obviously to tell your stories, to show your value, has there been any tangible feedback, outcome or results from posting those videos at this time?
You know, it's hard to tell because that's, you know, people don't necessarily come to you because of that, but we see a lot of traffic to our website. We see a lot of recommendations, and so you never know where it's coming from, but I feel that the website and these videos and the articles are really supporting who we are, so that if somebody is interested in working with us and they come to our website and they see that, they get a really good idea of who we are and they can do it quickly.
So it's creating your identity and it's helping attract like-mindeds towards you.
Mm-hmm.
Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Great. That's fantastic.
And we never, by the way, we never get asked anymore, how much do you charge per hour or any of that stuff?
Oh, now that's an interesting change. That's very interesting.
Mm-hmm. Because I think they see the value based upon our stories.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the perception has changed. So we go back to the Baker model, the purpose is now known. We're now pricing on purpose.
Right.
We're not
and so one of the things I just want to mention, because I thought our homework was to come up with value propositions, and so I did that. But when we were going through tax season, one of the things that we did ask people was anything else that's concerning you? What's going on in your life? We have a lot of conversations with our clients, and we have a whole list of projects to follow up with now that we're all back from vacation. So we, you know, when I put that thing in that the compliance work is a lead generator, I really believe that.
Yes, I agree with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
We
Which is
saw that this
fantastic.
year.
Love to hear more updates as they become available.
Yes. Thank you, Andrea.